أهلا بيكم في حلقة جديدة من شوتايم. حلقة النهاردة هنشوف ونتابع من خلالها أهم الأحداث والأعمال الفنية العالمية من أفلام ومسلسلات منتظرة، منها مسلسل ذا ايجنسي وتصريحات أبطاله مايكل فاسبندر وريتشارد جير عن كواليس الموسم الجديد، وكمان هنتابع أجواء العرض الخاص للموسم الخامس والأخير من المسلسل الشهير ذا بير. وفي نهاية حلقتنا هنشوف النجمين الباتشينو وأوسكار آيزاك من الريد كاربت للعرض الخاص للفيلم In the Hand of the Nettie في نيويورك. خلونا دلوقتي نشوف حلقتنا فيها ايه. The Last House فيلم خيال علمي وإثارة جديد بياخدنا لتجربة مرعبة بتعيشها عيلة من 4 أفراد بيلاقوا نفسهم محبوسين جوه بيتهم فجأة من غير أي مخرج، وبيحاولوا النجاة من تهديد غامض وموارد بتخلص، ومقرر عرضه على منصة عالمية شهيرة يوم 7 أغسطس الجاي. خلونا دلوقتي نشوف التريلر الخاص بيه. يركز فيلم أنيميشن كوميدي جديد بتركز أحداثه على مراهقة اسمها بيلي تكتشف إن عندها قدرات سحرية بتنقلها لعالم تاني، ومقرر عرضه عالميا يوم 25 نوفمبر الجاي.
My whole life, I've felt like there was something wrong with me.
Why is she even here? I'm such an old special freak.
Billy, you owe me a 10-page essay on why you're a pain in my butt. Do not make me call your mom.
What in the... Holy smoly. Whoa. He's in the bathroom!
It's not appropriate, but I'm coming in.
Hey! Yeah! Billy! Billy!
We've been waiting for you.
Whoa.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh, do you have traits one might describe as strange or freakish or difficult?
I refuse to answer that.
That's a yes. Billy Doe. Welcome to Hex, the world of witches.
What the...
May your visit be magical.
ظاهرة سينمائية جديدة لفتت أنظار الجمهور، وهي فيلم الرعب أوبسيشن للمخرج كاري باركر اللي اتنفذ بميزانية 750 ألف دولار، بس حقق إيرادات عالمية وصلت ل 286 مليون دولار. التقرير اللي جاي هيوضح لينا كواليس النجاح ده وتصريحات المخرج وتفاعل جيل الشباب مع الفيلم في السينمات واستعداده لتقديم جزء تاني.
My day-to-day is pretty much the same. It's just that when I go out in public, it's a lot different. Even just, you know, we've been doing the sketch comedy thing for a long time. And so we've been getting recognized for quite a while. You know, I go out, fans here and there are asked to take a picture. I actually feel a little unsafe sometimes, like in public. I have to like put a hat on, and what we didn't think could possibly even happen is that it did make 20 million the next weekend. It made 27 million the next weekend, and it was just like, I didn't think that was an option, you know, for it to make more the next weekend.
I love you so much.
Yeah, now we've said 300 million. If it hits 300 million, we'll all get the tattoo. We had to make a new milestone, and it asks, what advice do you have for young filmmakers? I always say the same thing, which is that I went to a film school for a year out in LA, and I watched people paralyze themselves, like, you know, it's not right, and you can't put too much pressure on an idea. You just got to make it and be okay with it if it turns out shitty, and use it as a learning experience. Get it, because I think we're a little tired of being at home, and I think our generation is the COVID generation a little bit. You know, my brother Riley, I was fortunate enough to a place that's it's not home, it's public, and I hope that we'll continue to love the theater for what it brings to our life that's different than home, you know.
I love you so much.
Do you still think I'm pretty?
Sequels are tough, right? But the cool thing about Obsession is that a sequel isn't hard for this movie because it's not really a sequel, it's just a new story, right? So to me, it is exciting, and it's not this scary thing of like, oh, I don't want to tell the same story twice, why would I make a sequel? It's like, no, I can tell a brand new story that just happens to take place in this world, and so it
مسلسل الجاسوسية ذا ايجنسي راجع بموسم تاني مليان أسرار وتحديات لأبطاله النجوم مايكل فاسبندر وجودي تيرنر سميث وكمان ريتشارد جير اللي هنعرف منهم في التقرير اللي جاي كواليس الموسم الجديد وتفاعل الجمهور مع شخصياتهم في المسلسل.
If they tell you I'm a traitor, it's the truth. I betrayed my country. Did I cause harm? Yes. I lied to my friends, my colleagues. I sacrificed people. I deserve my fate.
Well, there was one of the guys that I spoke to that helped sort of, give an insight into the character that worked within the CIA, who was at the screening in New York, and he said he was very happy. I was like, is he? They're good at lying. I'm not sure.
Never know.
But he sort of, pointed out that it was interesting to see Martian characters sort of have different personalities with different people. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's nice.
There are rules in the CIA. They exist to protect you, the mission, the company.
Some of the reactions that I got, like from Arabic-speaking people, that I actually did an all right job. That was a great reaction I loved. But one that was really meaningful is somebody actually wrote me a letter, and somebody actually in the business, at just how they felt about my portrayal of a black Muslim woman on television, and how they felt, that they felt, seen in that portrayal, and in that portrayal of a black Muslim woman, and that was probably the most meaningful feedback for me.
Tell it's a curse. The agency is cleaning house.
This is a mole hunt.
It's worse than you think. Trust no one. Not even me.
No, I'm trying to think. I don't think espionage people, but certainly politicians and I mean, I'm in Washington a lot, so I deal with a lot of senators and congressmen and the State Department. A lot of the people that Bosco engages in the agency I deal with personally. And everyone seemed to like it and thought it was really authentic but good storytelling.
What is this about, Martian?
Can I trust you?
I mean, I think James Bond's a different thing, there's a fantasy element to it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And I don't think I would agree,
But it is a question, right? How does James Bond need to grow up or something?
But probably not. That's the thing with them.
So.
I think the similarities is I think James Bond is a sociopath, and Martian is, and I think to be really good at that job, that's a good thing. Right. It's an attribute, and there would be a similarity there.
You are not the good guys.
You don't rescue people in trouble.
Oh my God. I mean, in a way, it is definitely like, makes you, think twice. Like, who around, like, have I ever been in the same room with somebody who was actually collecting information for a government, my own or a foreign one? It's like, but, perhaps that's a bit self-aggrandizing. I mean, I don't think government organizations really, give a shit about, a Studio City mum who's, an actor.
It's getting out of control.
Not anymore.
In the first season, I was determined to memorize all the SIG int, all of the abbreviations, and I had them for the time. And they're gone.
Yeah, me too.
Which is kind of working as an actor is a little bit like, cramming for finals or exams. You really hold on to this information for the period you need it. And it's sort of sad that it goes, actually. But
it'll come out in later years when we're senile.
Yeah, it'll just
and
be
just start blabbering out.
Because I'm here. I'm in control.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long
بعد نجاح كبير وتفاعل استثنائي من الجمهور على مدار 4 سنين، اتجمع أبطال وصناع مسلسل ذا بير في نيويورك للاحتفال بالعرض الخاص للموسم الخامس والأخير. هنشوف دلوقتي تصريحات بطله جيرمي آلين وايت عن مشاعره المختلطة وهو بيودع المسلسل اللي ساب بصمة كبيرة عند الجمهور.
Chef, you good? Just take a breath. Listen to the pan. You hear the music?
It's our last day. We're out of time.
I'm not giving up. We're going to keep operating. Richard, I am selling the building.
It's sad, it's hard, I mean, I love these people, I love this world we created with the show. It's really specific, really original. That's Chris and Joe and all of our writers and our team. There's a tremendous amount of trust involved in this show. We're very reliant on one another, and we're also very trusted by Chris, by Joe, by our directors, by our writers to follow our instincts. And I feel like sometimes on a job, it's hard to really listen to yourself or trust yourself. And that was so celebrated on this show, from the production and our crew and Chris to, fellow actors and the support from fellow actors. I think we all found a great confidence making the show.
Only love can make it rain.
Dispatch. Restaurant is flooded. Deliveries cut us off.
We're gonna run out of food.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
No, stop! It's not sucking!
Or not.
Maybe when we got our Emmy nominations, we were all in different places, and then we all just were FaceTiming each other. And I just remember being in different places and just being and that was a very sweet day. But we made so many omelets practicing. I still can't eat an omelet. It's like I ate probably 100 in the process of trying to make it correctly.
Only love.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned.
Can bring the rain.
We got no money.
That falls like tea.
But we have each other and nothing left to lose.
You ready? I love that it's so many fans are reaching out to me and telling me how they relate, their family in one way or another. The industry, at least with actors, we can get beat down and we can give up. I I can, been on that track, just struggling and doubting if there's anything out there for me. And so, like the character Tina, like in real life, like, don't take an opportunity to realize a dream if it comes your way again.
Every second counts, baby.
Next course, fire!
I spent so much time running from this place. Turned out to be the best spot for me.
You did this.
Everybody did this.
Yeah, mostly positive. I'm proud of the work we did. Proud of the work on the 5th season. I really think it's a special season. I'm proud of the work we did for the last 5 years. And I'm grateful for the friendships that I have and for my family got bigger, my heart got bigger.
We have each other's backs every night.
I look at you all, and I love you so much.
This is how we keep this place alive. This is the bear.
Chef!
I love Chris so much, and he was just like, I don't know. I just like trusted him, and the script was incredible. It was a heater, that pilot's a straight heater. So it's just like I read it, and I was just like. Also, I'm like I never made TV before, so I'm like I have no concept. I was like I never feel like I even read a script. I feel like that was like one of the first times I've read a script. So I'm like I don't know. It felt good.
25 pounds?
No, I ordered 200.
What is beef?
You still got that meat connector? You get $12.50 for that on eBay.
Boom.
Chef, no, please do not touch that.
That's my pot. Everybody knows.
That's her pot.
Not system. System, baby.
System.
This is your brother's house. I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't you leave it to you then?
Funnily enough, with the incredible, just spectacular, the attention that the bear got, I didn't have to experience this a whole lot, but working on location, the second, the third seasons got difficult. You know what I mean? Just because of people understand. On one hand, you're very flattered by the attention, but I mean, Jeremy and Io and Richie, and Evan, like they couldn't go out. You know what I mean?
Don't wipe your hands on your apron, Chef.
Jeff.
I refer to everybody as Chef because it's a sign of respect.
You could throw down, huh?
Behind.
So how you gonna pass the family test? Delicious or impressive?
Delicious is impressive.
Word.
Yo, family's up.
I just never had plátanos with like grass on it.
We want to change this restaurant, right? But we have to change the chemistry.
Hey, why are you always like watching me?
Because it's just sort of my job.
We're the chili flakes. Cousin organizes, it's more confusing.
Right there. Labeled chili flakes.
Season 2 was the first time I'd ever seen my name written into a script. It's like this character was played by Will Poulter. I was like, what? And in the context of what was already at that time my favorite show on TV, about a community that I have so much respect for, like crazy dream come true to even be involved, and then to be here, 4 seasons on, and at the finale is kind of a bit surreal, to be honest, but I'm hugely grateful.
This is a delicate ecosystem, and it's held together by a shared history and love.
I have every intention of turning this into a respectable place of business. Eventually. Time to try the new sandwiches.
Yo, this looks different.
What do you think?
It's redundant and white, just like you.
أبطال وصناع مسلسل الخيال العلمي الشهير فول أوت بينقلوا مواقع تصوير الموسم الجديد لمدينة لوس أنجلوس استعدادا للموسم الثالث. وهنعرف في التقرير الجاي من النجم والتن جوجنز وصناع العمل إحساسهم بالرجوع للتصوير في كاليفورنيا وأهمية الخطوة دي للصناعة هناك.
I mean, I lived in LA for 30 years. I filmed upwards of 250 hours of television in the city of Los Angeles, between The Shield and Justified, and a few other things that I've been involved with. But it hit me after being away for so long, the very first day of season 2, looking at this crew, which is one of the best crews in the world here in Los Angeles. And I had tears in my eyes, looking at all these people saying, here it is, guys.
we get to go home every night to our beds, and we're back filming in LA. And I'm just happy to say that we're back here again with most of our crew intact. And I'm thrilled. I'm so happy to be back home.
I think, I guess I've never really vocalized it or put it into words before, but it's an unstoppable, unmovable machine. It's a wave that is not driven by anything other than like people's emotion, people connecting with something in that show, a character, a line, the storyline, the costumes, the era that it's set in, whatever it is. It's this sense of community, but in this truly unstoppable and vast way. Like in a time where I feel like authentic human emotion is so masked and it's so sort of hard to connect with people on that level in real life, to see people banding together and truly having love for something and not being afraid to show it and to express it. Like it's so
really special, especially stunt-wise, is the death call battle. It's the last 2 episodes of the season for Maximus mostly, and I don't know, it just takes so much of the entire company, the crew, the rest of the cast as well, of piecing all these things together. That like, gosh, it took us like 2 weeks, I almost want to say, to get those scenes together, and that's a lot of time for a show like this. But it was like grueling, is really what I'm saying. It was so hot outside. We had even a stunt guy pass out at one point. Yes, we're all drenched in sweat and needed to take care of ourselves. So it's really special that everybody has to come together to put those things together. And then to see it in the end, it's like, oh God, we did it. Thank God. Oh, thank God we did it. Yeah.
Actually, to your point, is set here. So it feels very right to be shooting back here in LA. And of course, this is where our community is. The film community here has been hurting because so much production has been leaving Southern California. It's devastating to our city. And I'm just grateful, Jonah Nolan has done more than anyone to bring production back to Los Angeles. For example, he organized last season that so many state politicians came to visit our season 2 set. Day after day, you would come and there'd be groups of politicians there. I had nothing to do with that, but I was really, really proud of it, that we could be part of showing them film production is this incredible engine of employment here in Southern California. We need this industry to flourish for our economy to survive. And so Jonah organized all of that and helped bring more production back to California by helping get those tax breaks that will encourage more shows to...
المخرج الكبير ستيفن سبيلبرج رجع لموسم صيف 2026 بفيلمه Disclosure Day، واللي بيطرح تساؤلات عن اكتشاف أدلة سرية بتثبت وجود كائنات فضائية. هنشوف مع بعض دلوقتي تصريحات النجوم إيميلي بلانت وكولمان دومينجو وجوش أوكونر عن تجربتهم المبهرة في الشغل مع ستيفن سبيلبرج.
This particular film, home is where they've left from, and they are going into a very uncertain, our characters are going into a very uncertain future, and it's a mission. This is a mission story, but our own trying to define what home is. But although a lot of my films are about, the bigger impact is really defined by the audience. I basically give the audience a lot of options when I'm telling a story of things that will reach them, they can identify with, that will impact them. What impacts you could be completely different from the stranger in the movie theater sitting right next to you. They may have a completely different experience watching the same film with you, with the same intention, but that I intended, but can have a very private and personal experience based on who each individual in that crowded movie theater is. And so, for me, impact is less about me and more about you.
I've watched the original Color Purple probably like 50 times in my life. And so the idea that I was able to do the Color Purple musical version that he produced,
which he was so great in,
thank you, was extraordinary. With the Color Purple, because it was so resonant, I think the idea of him taking Alice Walker's incredible words and really with that incredible cast, it's for all of us. And I think he's just he still feels like a very, as if we just worked together, a very inventive young director who's just just out there experimenting and figuring things out, and that's the energy he also gives on set. So you always feel like he can do anything because he's curious.
Like those little moments in Jaws of, do you remember when the little boy is mirroring his dad at the table, and then he goes, "Give us a kiss," and he goes, "Why?" and he goes, "Because I need it." And I put a jetpack on. I was like towards him. I was so excited to meet him. So excited. And then to get to work with him is a whole other awe-inspiring experience.
We're in very different times now. It is a very hostile and fractured world. All of these visits, as far as what's beyond our world, it's like a uniting thing.
I agree.
And a beautiful thing. So I see that side of it and think it would be great to know.
مهرجان ترابيكا في نيويورك شهد العرض الخاص للفيلم In the Hand of Danite اللي بيجمع في بطولته بين النجمين الباتشينو وأوسكار آيزاك اللي بيقدم شخصيتين مختلفين عبر 700 سنة. الفيلم فيه رحلة تاريخية معقدة. خلونا نعرف من أبطال وصناع الفيلم على ريد كاربت عرضه عن التحديات اللي واجهتهم.
Had a formula for this that I could share with the world. But I think it's the glasses. Well,
I love those people, they trust me, I trust them, and it's about that, I don't let people fall through the cracks, and it's a beautiful it's an opportunity. I think Nick Tosh probably knew more about Dante than anybody, and so kid from Newark, New Jersey be the reincarnation of Dante Alighieri. I thought Nick might not be able to say that about himself, but I could say that about him.
The amount of self-doubt, the amount, the challenge, how long it took between the Inferno and Purgatorio and then, Paradiso.
وبكده تكون خلصت حلقتنا النهارده. شكرا للمتابعه وتابعونا كمان على هاشتاج @showtime اللي ظاهر دلوقتي على الشاشه على فيسبوك واكس وانستجرام عشان تقدروا تشوفوا اجزاء من البرنامج. ولو حابين تشوفوا حلقاتنا كامله هتلاقوها موجوده على منصه واتشت.